Hello and welcome to Wernolau. I'm probably not. Yeah, it's probably not actually. I remember my friend Bob telling me that it depends if it's English or not. Yeah, it's. I think there's the V's or the W's that were V's and the V's were. Yeah, it's complicated if you're going to pronounce it Welsh, but I will just go with English Wernolau. So it does appear that a few things are wrong on the map. I haven't started anyone's engines or anything. So now is the time we're going to start. It is obviously, we've got a grass field and we need to gather all of the troops together. So let's get everything, or almost everything, bar the equipment is on. Let's just try something as well. Not you. You're the one that definitely can't. We need to repair. We've got we've got plenty of cash, but we can't get through the door. This is like Saxlingham as well. On Saxlingham, it too is like this. The major shop is inside a door that not everything can get in. Sort of, to me, it's a bit, well, why have you done that? You know, I can't do anything. It's true. It really is one of those, well, I can't fix my machines on the map because a map maker has chosen to use something inside. It is true. I mean, I've not been nasty. There's a few of these situations that arise. And Farms in Briscoe, massive map maker as well. But I'm still scratching my head over this particular one. Where, like, well, I mean, you've got monstrous fields that are huge, so therefore I'm presuming you know that monstrous equipment is going to have a go. I mean, that it's like Calmsden, the fields are huge, some of them. So therefore, you would assume that the map maker would assume that you are going to use big equipment. Well, then why is the door of the store only capable of like small to medium? Maybe slightly large, yeah. But what I mean is it does not accommodate everything. And that's my point. Yeah, if you're going to have it inside the shed, then give us big doors. I mean, because this, what I mean is, that it's big equipment. Right, let's repair this as well. Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to say. It's a farming game. Will you stop with your belts? Yeah. Did we repair you? We did not. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, we need the whole team. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop recording until where we are. It's a bit... Oh, no, because I always do like to show you me repairing everything. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to time-lapse it. Yeah, rather than like... let's set him over here as well. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I've come to a decision on this. I think we're going to have to, because this is a proper field. I'm not going to build a farm on a proper field. Not to begin with, we can't. But there is that bit of land that's sort of like no man's land that you might be able to buy. The map's not quite right. There's obviously something quite a little bit wrong with it, with the BGA not working, and a lot of these places there's no where you can't. Yeah, there's patches of land, not a single patch of land that you can actually buy. I mean, yeah, the farmyard. I think if you click on the right field, which is 3, you can buy the entire farm, which is not bad. I mean, it's not a bad price, but it would cripple us. So I would need cash. So what I'm thinking, if it'll let me, there's a point. If it'll let you, it is. Yeah, there's whole patches of like areas that are like not buyable, which I'm quite sure there's supposed to be some, either you buy the periphery, or when a map maker does this type of thing, you've usually got some means of like. Yeah, like that. That's obviously to be with something. That is a farm. And yeah, sometimes you can. Yeah, it is. So that's 47. And if you bought that field, you get the farm. It's done like that. So it does look like the periphery's been done on purpose. All you get is the field. And if you're going to build, it's the worst possible map for a start from scratcher. For you to build a farmyard. So if that is the case, then obviously there's this patch here, which I don't think that comes with anything because it's a sell point where there is a bit of land within that area. If we visit it, we'd need to do a bit of chopping, so we're going to have to see. It should work. No, it's the next patch, I think, actually. Yeah, there's another patch. So, it is here. No, I am right. Right. So this really decides whether or not we can actually achieve this as well. Can we buy a... No, not buy. I think we can buy. But I'm sure the store will let us buy. But it's like, can we use it here? It should do, because it has got that ability to be used anywhere. Yeah, the lumberjack mod, I mean, yes. So let's have a go, shall we? Yeah. We might need to... So I'm going to need to yeah, I'm going to go straight back into a time. So I just wanted you to know what I'm actually doing rather than, yeah, because this might be very short-lived if you can't. Yeah, you're going to have to do that in the ground jobby that you can do that you shouldn't be able to do like that, which the lumberjack mod will let you do. But it's not showing you on your red. It's just I know what to do because I've done it so many times all the way through FS22 and 19. Yeah, I'm an old hand, like knowing that in the ground there is a tree that is buried, and obviously the lumberjack mod was made deliberately to combat this kind of chicanery by the map makers, where sometimes you like this, we're left in a situation by the map makers' efforts, unwittingly, of course. I'm not trying to say the map maker didn't want his map playing, because I'm quite sure that's nonsense. Oh, no, you can't actually see that one. So if this is sort of where we're going to just keep our vehicles because it's the only place we can, then we will. Oh, we're going to cheekily take the... No, because it's just a bit of a... I think what we're going to do is... I know it's horrible in a way, but this is... I'm chopping this area down because we've got no other choice. That's 2 of them. But so as we're not taking liberties, we're going to soften. We're just going to soften them all gone because it's not fair. Yeah, we're not trying to take the mick. No, soften. Yeah, so there's no... you got rid of those trees and you got a lot of cash for it. And we're not having any of that shenanigans. It's not fair. We didn't do it for that reason. Right, so we've got somewhere to put our vehicles temporarily, which is good. So we can sneak into this as our backyard for now until we can afford another field. Now, it's also March. So, yeah, now, obviously, we know we've asked a few things to be delivered. Now, did we? No, we did sell. So we're after a harvester. I'm going to literally seek for hours. Can't remember if I've already done this, but it don't really matter anyway. If we ask for it again, I'd sooner ask for it again than not ask for it at all. Yeah, so we're going to go for the BI Industries. I don't think I did actually. Yeah, we did it very low key. So find used constants. And we also want to go for a header for said vehicle. So I would say I'm going to go for the 12, I think. 118, that's a bit expensive. Is there no cheaper 12s? No, there is. Yeah, there is. But I don't think it's got wheels. It's not the end of the world, though. Yeah, the massive 74,000. Has this got the wheels? I don't think it has it? It says this is the downside. But I've got header trailers of my own. I'm really not worried about that. But we do have to go through, because this is, I'm not cutting this, it's 3 out of 4. Looks like it is proper grass. I thought it wasn't. And it's got fertilised 50%. So we haven't got a... Now that's the other thing we need to address. We haven't got any means of fertilising at all. So we need to, being as we've got the Xylon, it does seem to me to make more sense to find the used Xylon. Yes, it does do that. Yeah, it's annoying. Right, okay, so then let's go through till... Yeah, we're not cutting it early. I was getting ready to like rip it up and everything, but... Oh, okay. It does seem to frequently happen at 10 o'clock, even though it's not a proper pattern. Oh, brilliant. It is 2 of them then. There's that. Fantastic. We don't need it now, but it's still brilliant. And the dolly for down at the shop. Fantastic. Excellent. Right. That's useful, but not necessary. But, yeah, it's not... Let's crack on. Right. Let's check, see what is in the sales, if anything. Oh, no, there definitely is something. Oh, there is a Massey. 50. Oh, no, that one's not doable at all. Yeah, it's actually quite rare. The Rumbas frequently... Do we actually buy that? Hey, 6,000. Goes up to 3,500 litres from 2,500. It's worth... We could probably sell it. We probably wouldn't make that back though. So it's a backup plan. We can indeed actually buy that. Now this is one that has options. You can go to the cheapest slightly, and it shows 38,290. But you do make profit on it. I know because I've done it. It's all, yeah. I'm not keeping this, even if I was, you know, like interested in it. It's too unstable. And I know I've left a tractor at the store. Yeah, I knew that we're going back. Well, I've loved a couple really. So let's grab you. Now you are also going to need a very small header, of which I'm sure you have a special one. So let's have a look as well. No point in having that if we haven't, you know, the backup plan if you've not got its header, is it? So this is going to be like a 5 meter or a 6 meter special one. Not sure if it could go with that one. I think it'll have its own special set, I would say. Yeah, it has indeed. 4 meter. Gordon Bennett. All right, okay then. Unused. It's going to be fun doing builds with that. Well, it's a backup plan. It's better than not having. It's not like it's a problem at present anyway. Because, yeah, we've not got any fields like that at present. So that's a way off, really. It's not ideal, though, is it? Right. Not really, no. One could not argue that it's not ideal. We could also grab that. Don't think we have got front 3 button link actually. I was just hoping this goes through the doors because it's really not exactly. Did that make any profit? And I've done that time and time again, and I've made profit on that every single time. I'm not sure if we did at that 315. I'll have to check in editing because we shouldn't be losing on that one. I've tried it multiple times. Oh no, we have got that as well. So I think it was that. I think we have made profit on it. Yeah, the first time I tried it, obviously I had trepidation. I was like thinking, all my life, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. But it's one of those things. I did make profit, and I've done it a few times now, and I've made profit every time. So therefore, you mark it in your head as it's good. But then obviously, if somebody changes that, then. Yeah, I think that's going up in the right direction. So then, in that case, I don't think there's anything else, was there? No, it's all below the 30,000 that we agreed. So let's go through till the morning. And 8 o'clock start, indeed. Very much so. Oh, the doors are coming. Oh, my life. Oh, dear. They don't like that. They really don't like that. Oh, Mac Truckers. I haven't had that. And we do need something like that, strangely enough. Ooh, that's come at a good time as well. And also my favourite. Yeah, my absolute favourite. Do we want the cover? I don't think I've ever had the cover ever on it, actually. We want the big extension, though. The 40. Yeah, I'm happy with that. 18,000. Do we need that at the minute? No, let's just buy it for... We got it for 10,000, didn't we? Where? Oh, because it switched the cover back on. Seriously? Right, we don't just want it without the cover for now. For 10 grand, because it has the capability of being a 40-tonner. But we've already got one as well, so that I'm interested in. What horsepower do we need? 360. The multi-planter. Which planter is it? Oh, it does everything mine does, actually. Yes. It's exactly the same as mine. But it's very reasonably priced. So, you know something? Yeah, we'll go standard capacity. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll keep it black. I actually quite like it. The tanks, though. Can we go red? That would really make that punch. Yeah, it would, definitely. I know it's well worth 250. Yes, we will indeed buy that. And that, too, is... yeah, well, what we could do is leave our other one at the shop, I think. And that will become ours. I know technically we could claim it. That would be useful, but we will allow the sale. Yeah, we'll sell it again. We've already had one. We did say within a couple of grand. Yeah, not so as we're not hitting ourselves over the head with the rules badly. No. That is fantastic. So we want another... We did say we were allowed to buy the small pieces and the tools without any kind of shenanigans. Telehandler tools. Another tension belt support. We could be setting our... We could actually be setting these... right. I need me... Where is... Oh, yeah, that's true. Aren't we selling everything? We're just rushing off and not selling everything. surely we're going to sell our stuff. Yes, because we're sort of like down by rather a lot. Whereas we should only be down a little bit. I mean, the planters obviously knocked us back, but then again, we need something like that. So, as far as I'm concerned, we didn't do too terrible at that. It's a beautiful thing, this is as well. Like, yeah, it's been a starter of mine on maps. Yeah, really, that. Ooh. I might reset that in a minute. And cast hands. It's a good vehicle, this is, especially with the fact that it can also tow and also, you know, like, yeah, it's ramp support and everything. So it's not, and strap support too. So you can use it for quite a lot. Oh, I've forgotten about that, yeah. One of these times, it's just at this precise moment, it's not. No, you can't put... I was just trying to think. Let's stick to what we were doing with it. So at 396, we've lost quite a bit because we've obviously bought this beautiful thing here. Right, so we want our tractor. Our last man standing. You might not be capable of the multi-battery. We don't need that at the minute, not really. You can grab that, the red rock. And we will grab... We will allow a fill point, because it's going to be awkward with the Rubicon being our main form of, like, fertilizing and herbiciding. It's, yeah. To have, like, on-tap things, I think is probably something I'm prepared to allow. Yeah, we can't give yourself all restrictions, can you? Otherwise it becomes a bit laborious. Right, let's just reset that in there because it's going to rather annoy it being in the ground. Yeah, we do indeed want to reset. Because the game has gone wrong, because it's thrashed it into the ground. Right, now I believe... do we? We could set 2 going, couldn't we, really? So we could set our first one going. And then we could do a second. Yeah, this is... Yeah, people often say... of this, right, who's got it? I think it is you. And I think you're actually powerful enough to actually run both of these. So let's see. It should be now where it's... Yeah, it is. We know obviously there's no yield, but we couldn't fertilize. Well, we could fertilize actually. Now we have also got a windrower, so we will go and fetch that. Whilst... Yeah, I'm not sure where the edge of the field is. I'd imagine we're actually on it, so let's pull this off. And I'll go and... Yes, obviously you must be able to buy this because it will not respond, yeah, to you like doing this. And it does look like a vehicle, a building that is, you know, you're allowed to do that. So, right, let's just see if we can find the field edge, because it looks like it's got one to me. So we want create. Oh, it's let me do it with the keyboard this morning. It's nice. So it's a proper field, and we want, I should say 4 at least. In fact, if we do 7, that way we're going to do 2 courses, and it is 8.6. There's a bit in the middle as well. Right, so 8.6. 8.6 meters. Long time since I've had this one, and we'll go first waypoint. We don't want to see anything though, and go. Right, so we are going to borrow one of the tractors. I think they are on the edge actually. So let's grab you because you've got nothing at present. Let's take you to our imaginary farmyard over here, which is also not that... Yeah, it sort of cuts out quite a... I mean, I think there was a second, if I remember rightly, there was a second gate post, which probably has got a... way that leads to our farmyard, which is only over there. So this is also quite an advantage for us, having this little peek hole like this, because we can sneak out this back way and like come out on this loop on the edge. Now we ought to be turning zone markers off now. Yeah, I think we actually know where things are. General off. I think it just breaks a bit of immersion. Although I was quite happy with FS25 graphics, they have improved the graphics. The engine's definitely better, even though it's slow. It is. There's no denying this. But they have even tried to address that. I've got to give them the due. They might be glossing all of the faults and pushing them under the carpet and not admitting to them and being very positive about these things as if there's no fault. But I can't say that they're not having a go. Yeah, so that's another. It's got a really authentic feel to the buildings and everything. I've got to be honest. There's a lot of effort been spent on this. Yeah, that's another thing where I think you should be able to buy it. Double gated as well, so that would be quite useful if you were saving up to buy this in the interim, because it's a nice farmyard. Yeah, it is. It's a sprawling effect with lots of easily accessible sheds. I like that. Yeah, there are very few maps. What is the yellow blob? I don't think we are. We also want the cedar, don't we? So, but we don't need that right now. No, not really. Yeah, because it's a proper grass field. I wasn't sure that it was. I think it's going to be in here. Is it going to let us in? We might need to reset this one. I can't even see where it is, and yet it is close. It's in that shed, which is accessible just around here. We don't need that, it's true. So let's forget about that for now, shall we? Because we don't need it yet. It's a grass field, and we have got grass equipment. So to me, it's a given. Right, so then we need to grab the other mower. And then we may as well set this going now. Because he's still going to be chomping on the bits after the other one. So I'm going to go back. See, I know it's been a lot of time like this, but I've got to be honest, this is all we've got to do. We've got to just dig deep, because it's like really, there's a lot of work to do on this big grass field. And it's all we've got. And we've got no other means of doing anything with it. So I think we're going to have to put our own biogas plant down. And we might have to buy another patch of land that's very close to us, because I don't think we've got any other option. With it being quite stringent, we can't buy any of these patches where you could stick something down. We can't do that at present, so we're sort of scuppered a little. We need a small field near to this one. Right, let's say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now that is a little bit odd, really. Yeah, it is, because it's 170 horsepower. I mean, and it's got 200, so this game really is, I've got to be honest, it's driving me crazy. It is. It's just nothing's right. I'm going to have to swap it over now, then. Oh, I think we'll just leave the standard mower mowing. We will, yeah, it's tough, but it really is. It's a 200 horsepower track. Or is it? That's a point. Is it lower than that? And because you can have it 200, is it? It could be, actually. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Are we right or are we wrong? So we bought a little bit of a farmyard, and it's a very good. I never saw that price field before. We could have actually done that before. So, yeah. What is? It is a lizard, I believe. Adapter. No, it's not, is it? It's international, I think, if I remember rightly. Viagra case. Oh, okay. Lizard, axle, general tanker, quick pro bale, Merlot, Massey, Red Rock, Universal UTB. That's it. So it is. It is only 90 horsepower. So it's not fibbing. Right, let's let that go then. Oh no, I keep forgetting. Okay, we'll take it with us. No. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. It's not hurting. Honestly, by the time we've gone down, come back up, it's all going to be done and dusted now. The one thing we did mention this about, specifically mention this as well, that we're allowed to buy the trailer at present, which is going to be very useful to us. Yeah, so I think it's number 2. Yeah, no, it's not actually. It's number 1. Yeah, it is this one. So I actually got brakes. So we'll grab that with the Red Rock, which is our primary means of yeah, so we will eventually go high. You know, if we're going to go grass, then let's go grass properly. So we need you. And we may as well take that with us too. And we will grab ourselves my test weight, which is the one weight so far that is working. Yeah. I did a bit of work on it yesterday, but I've got too many. I tried to make a pack. Unfortunately, the pack's not quite right, so it's good. The TH weight, all of this lot, it's not quite right. So even that one is the proper one, but the real one that's working at present is that one. Yes, and yes, it does still fall through. Yeah, I fixed that, and then now obviously it's... yeah, this is the last one standing. I'm sure this is the one that's right. Stick that on the trailer as well. Although, no, that really doesn't matter. But I hope this is the right one. Because if it isn't, I won't be connecting to it. Yeah, because the other one isn't working at present with the back hitch. So yeah, I should have put it down on the... yeah, that's just because this is not exactly easy to get to. Yes, that is the right one because I can see it's silver 3-point connectors on the back of it. Oh, okay. Why did that not... Okay, well that's a bit odd. Not that we don't really need it, but who's snarling up already? It's not been too terrible, really. Let's have a look. Oh, it is actually obeying. It's not rapping. You see, obviously... I keep saying about, GH66 mods is better than this BB mods one, but I've got to be honest, there's a few little features on the BB mods that's actually really quite useful. So yeah, I can't say that. Yeah, I'm shutting my mouth now. They've both got strengths and they've both got weaknesses, is all I'm going to say from this point onwards. Now then, we're going to have to do this gingerly because we're going to grab that as well if we're not careful. Yeah, now we should be able to like pick that up properly and just test, because I'm sure this is the right one. Well, that's going to be lucky if that stays on terra firma. Yeah, if this doesn't connect with that, then I have actually bought the wrong weight, and it's not this weight. And this is the trouble you get when you've got lots and lots of... I did do it for the right reasons, though. I was trying to get more... very well done. Right, okay. Okay. Let's reset it. Enough of this shenanigans. Yes, we do indeed want to reset, because we'd like not keep... Oh, it's going to still put it sideways. For some reason it puts it sideways. Right, so... that is the side it needs to be. If it's not working, then we need to try and find out the right way, which would be very useful to me, really. Yes, it should really just sort of instantly find it. If we like this, it should just, if it's the right way. It's not. Okay, because that would find it. In that case, then, let's grab it and sell it at the store and try and find the right way, because that would do me rather a large favour. You know something, we'll sell it, we'll grab it another time, I'll find the right way. So I was wrong totally. Crashed and burned. It's not the right one. Yeah, because I tested what I thought was a test weight yesterday, as in like the i3D, I know where that is, but... obviously that's not the right way, because it's not connecting at the back. So it doesn't look like that. It doesn't actually, it's true. Right, fantastic. Let's just grab the plough. Do we need the plough? Not really, no, because it is I think it's a proper grass field, because it does say... we do need this, though. Oh! Oh! You wally! I've not switched its rear thing on. It may well have been the right way. User in charge. User in charge. It is. Oh, I didn't repair it either, so it was well worth. Yeah, so we will do a big and we will do a pin hitch. Yes, we will. And that probably is all that we wouldn't. So right, let's do this again then. I don't think we lost a lot, if anything, through doing that. I'm sure it is the test weight. Yeah, being as we were like... yeah, that one that goes through the floor again. When I'd fixed that, it went through the floor for so long. Yeah, that's better. Now that I can see the hitch now. So we're still in the same place. But this time we should be able to get the... no, let's grab the weight. Please put me out of my misery. Is this the right one? I think it is. I'm sure this is what we'd worked out yesterday. And the other wrong one has got another thing on the front. Yay, fantastic. Proper teleander weight. Just want to see if this adapter should be. It's got also an adapter. I'm going to put the model on it. You can't see the model, but you can see that it has got one, as in like it will actually connect. Oh, it's actually connecting to the proper top one. Okay. Oh, but it's not quite right. No, it shouldn't really connect to that one. It's got a lower one as well. But yeah, you can never tell these things to connect where you want them, can you? They connect where they want. So yeah. And it varies by machine as well. Some will go for a lower one. That's going for the high one. So it's very uneven, I think. It's a little bit high. Right, so then, let's get this show on the road. Let's go back into that time lapse, because there's a lot of glugging to do of this grass to this. Yeah, we have actually got the tanker. We could go. No, I need to grab the bales. I do. So, yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think we'll leave this for next time. That's sort of as close as to the edge as I could get, really. It's a bit of a pain, but it's still worth having something like that on the edge of your field, even if it is on the edge of your field, really. Yeah, it's just worth the convenience. I think that, yeah, I think they'll be alright anyway, so let's go for, okay, diesel. It's only gone down the road. We want liquid fertilizer. Smash it, and we will use this as like the repair point, one of the repair points. Yeah, because they are so very reasonable. Yeah, but so try to put one per farm, but really there's no need for that kind of. We don't care if it overlaps. So that is classed as sort of on the edge of our field. I'm glad, yeah, because this does need fixing as well. So let's grab and repair you. Yes, that's cost us a small fortune, but hey, as a next session, I will have the fun of fertilizing this. Now, it probably needs liming. They usually do at the beginning. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Not yet. Fantastic. That is quite good news. Let's grab those last couple of bales, stick them in. I would imagine we're full now. Yeah, so I only sort of did it yesterday. I think the collisions are wrong and all manner of things are wrong with it. So I will. So it's big bales. They are about what I have with the G866 one. So that's not bad at all. I did make a slight mistake though, and that was I did stop it a little early. Yeah, the windrower. I thought I'd done right, but I actually hadn't. So. There wasn't another bale actually, although it's very close. I think with all of the cleanup we might actually about do it. Yeah, this is what I meant. Didn't actually send the windrower. I thought it was being clever, interfering as you do. You think you know better, and then you realise, oh, actually it had a little bit left to do. Yeah, I thought it was trying to stop it going to the top of the field, but it really needed to go to the top of the field to actually do this bit. So yeah, we'll get it fertilised next session. So it is proper grass field. So it was a good choice. It was actually, for once. Yeah. So we've ordered all manner of fantastic bits of kit for the farm. Oh, that's it. No, it's letting us grab it off the. It's not being that cruel. Yeah, I had another map like this where the. Not got the headlands. It's surprising how it causes you issues. You know, again, it's just a choice. It's obviously to start from scratch. You often rely, and I do mean rely, on the edge of the field. So it's sort of you do take it a little bit personally when the map maker, because it's sort of either they don't know that or they are sort of like saying, well, I don't particularly care about start from scratches. That's what I'm saying. It's either one or the other. You know, you like. And I'm not meaning they are saying that. What I'm trying to say is they are saying that. Yeah, I am saying that they don't necessarily do it out of malice. So that's what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is they are actually saying that we don't particularly care about start from scratches, but they might not even be totally. You know, a lot of people. Totally oblivious to the start from scratch start. You know, it's just doesn't ever sort of compute. It's most people presume everybody goes on new farm to start, even though the start from scratch is obvious and has always obviously been. I think we might actually feel this with a tiny bit of grass, because we're not really taking the mick, are we? I thought we might actually do it. We were close, but I think we've pretty much got every little iota. Oh no, nearly, but it's still not going to make a difference, is it? It's not going to finish us off, unfortunately. Oh well, I'd be very surprised. Well, there you go. You can be very surprised. Excellent. I like to be surprised in that way. That's quite pleasant. You don't very often get that, right? So let's. Yeah, we will. The other thing is, obviously, I would normally build on the edge of the field, but I'm not sure it's gonna. I mean, we sort of got away with that, and my sheds also got very little but I mean that would be taking liberties. I would normally do one on the edge of the field because the headland's quite alright, but so we by the skin of our teeth. I mean, that's a lot of grass. Yeah, it is. We're quite pleased. I mean, it is a big field, admittedly. Ooh. Yeah, let's just grab that and then reconnect. And drag this line, stick it in the self-sufficiency. Hoping that doesn't cause issues, the grate, when they actually mow over. Otherwise I'll have to rechange the course a little. Well, that was a long session, but very productive. So we've started with the back. Now it's not on hard economy, I've got to be honest, this is a bit of a chugger. It's not really the best. But you have always now, thankfully, got Missy B to rescue you at the end of the year if you stick the slurry yard down. So we have a business model to follow. It's a tried and tested business model, and that will bring in some dosh, even if we've got to wait for the sort of cherry on the cake till like January, December, January really, and then we will have the better, but we will still tick over. Yeah, it's not that terrible, but it's not a brilliant business, not like FS25, but then again, it probably would be better on normal economy, and that's my own fault through wanting to give myself a real challenge. So that should be full 250. It is indeed. Fantastic. Oh, we need to repair this as well. Wow, it is a bit heavy for it, really. Only 90 horses. Thought we'd upgraded it. But thinking about it, I was being quite stringent with pretty much everything at that point, so... Ooh. Okay, it's not liking that. It's not liking that at all. Right, okay. Grass bales it is then. Let's get this little lot in. Yeah, we'll get some nice concrete put down there, I think, like that checkered concrete to make it look a little bit pretty. Let's just get this in. So 160,000 litres. Fantastic, so let's switch that on. Yeah, this too has got a digestate too, so it's going to be a double whammy really, because we're going to have the digestate from here. So silage and digestate, and we want to tell the silage to distribute, and we want to tell the biogas plant to switch the silage on. Brilliant, and that should bring us in quite a bit of cash. So next session we will get the fertilising done. I like the team that we've got. It's good. It is definitely. We've got enough to do the jobs that we've got. Yeah, so we've just got that. We don't really need it now, and we've also got the other one. So do we? Go on then. Let's do it. Yeah, it sort of makes up for a bit. We've got the biggie now, haven't we, that does all of that. I know we lost a bit, but it rounds it up and takes us back up to a reasonable amount. We've got our businesses. That can be useful as well for a year or two. Like it can do a couple of little tricks. Let's just finish this off to make it look a little bit prettier. It can. It's got a couple of little tricks up its sleeve. It wasn't really... I did sort of mean it to be a business, but I'm also going to do a super production that is going to be like a farm factory that is got everything, but it's going to be a little bit dearer because it's going to be like a dairy, and it's going to be a bakery, and it's going to be a mill all in one for the farm, like a little mini one, but it's going to be everything, and it obviously will come in 3 as all of mine do, a standard production, a bionic and a super, but it is going to start high because it's going to have quite a lot going on. So I'm thinking I shall probably start it at about 47,777. So it will end up being 77. I've never gone above that, and I would imagine I'm going to probably put it up to 99,777. So 99,000, just under 100 grand for the super, I would say, is my price structure off the top of my head. Right, anyway, let's get on with the job at hand. So no, it is that one. So I think I'm going to stick to, let's do the other one, so that, I don't know, it might jar a bit. Let's have a look. Does that look silly if we like do that? Not, wow, I do wish I could get this. So you could know where you're actually going. So it sort of bleeds all over the place. Okay. At least it lets you go underneath your things, unlike FS2019. I can't remember if 22 used to let you do that. You can actually do that. 19 never used to let you do it. It would like see the object as like in your way, but you can see that has actually really gone under that. Let's just do a bit. No, I think you're always going to get that. It's the grass. It like leaves a weird sort of stain like that bit there. You get that? Yes, that's it. That's better. Right, it looks a bit clean and tidy. So this is really technically right now the farmyard, but I don't want to be, if with having a grass field, I would like, let's try and do it. Let's just try and see, can we stick a shed on our field at any point? Now that's not our field. This is our field. Yeah, so there is that corner there, but it doesn't see any of it as, I'd love to claim that land. That would have been the most perfect bits really for actually doing it, but I would imagine it comes, well, we did look, so let's have a look actually. Yeah, that is a purpose. Does that actually come with field 7? No, see, it would be that square there, so it doesn't come with field 6 either, so there's something missing here. Yeah, that really is just that, but all of these patches, I'm quite sure, obviously the map's not quite right. There's bits of weirdness going like with this green that I thought this might actually come with that. That's why I bought it. But it's only 19,000, so it doesn't. But we're missing something, whether you can buy the periphery or something like that. I don't think I've missed anything, but I will check in editing if there's any like little hidden numbers that represent the periphery. But I'm looking carefully and I can't see anything. You can buy like farms and that comes with land like that, but there's nothing over this way for like that there. Ooh, I thought we'd done some horrible then. Yeah, because it's either going to be 1999 that would come with that. Yeah, 90 is, you can see the edge around there, and 6 likewise doesn't, and 83 definitely doesn't. Yeah, so something there that we have actually seen that, and there's something here we can see that too, but that also doesn't come with 6, and it certainly doesn't come with 7. It doesn't come with 4, or it doesn't come with 1. Yeah, so again, you should probably be able to buy this. You can't always, though. It is true. But so this, yeah, you'd buy that by buying 3, and that really does come with all of that. So yeah. So there are bits that do. So it does make you wonder: are you not supposed to buy these patches? But yeah, let's just try and put the shed down, shall we? That would be nice to see. Can we put the shed down? Will we? Because this is sort of, now the other thing is, I suppose it does make sense. If you've got to go around that anyway, why don't you put the fence? The shed. What are we going to go for? I think for a medium one. Yeah, rather than the monster. It's not saying you can't do it, it's saying overlaps. So we're going to need to put it in B mode then, aren't we? And that's right on the edge of the field. We're going to Yeah, it's true. It's going to take it up, though, isn't it? Yeah, but that is what you're going to get. Land is not owned. You're going to lean into the field no matter what you do. How far back can you go? Not very far at all, because that is like classed as your land. That little tiny, weeny little head sort of space is what you've got. So you'd have to redo your fields. And there's no exceptions. There's nothing at all right around the sort of edge. Can you tell I'm struggling to go with this? Oh, it is, yeah. So, yeah, there's no way. You're wasting your time because you know it's not going to change. Yeah, I'm surprised even by this corner, in a way. Yeah, but it really isn't. It's not going to be tricked by anything either. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to wait for a fix off the map maker. I really do. Or you'd have to put it over here and we'd have to run all the way over here, which is, again, it's not the end of the world, but I'd like to just roll on the fit. So we'll do it without sheds. We've done that for many a Let's Play, so it's just tough. So, yeah, I just have one last look as well, just to show. So 163, well, it was slightly more than that, but yeah, we're making a bit of a silage already, nearly 1,000 litres it's getting on for, so not bad at all. Yeah, amazing. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. Not a very productive session. Our kit is about perfect for what we need to do, but not, there's lots of obviously things that we need. But I mean, we have got that beautiful cedar planter by Matt Trucker. Yeah, I'm pleased. I've never had that yet. That was a bit of usefulness, definitely. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.